Hello everyone! As many of you already know, that Turkish coffee is one of the most important and traditional drinks in Turkey. So that is why in today's video I would love to share everything about it, from how to make it easily at home and the proper tools, some of its history, and also how can people read your fortune from the cup. So if you want to learn everything about this exotic and unique drink, then we invite you to watch this video. Now welcome to Very Istanbul Tips Kitchen, and I'm gonna show you how to easily make a perfect Turkish coffee on a Mexican version. So please, if you're Turkish and you're watching this video, try to give me some points in comments below from 1 to 10, how many points you give me. So first of all, I'm gonna tell you what kind of tools you need to have at home so you can make this Turkish coffee. So let's start with the most important thing. You're going to need this kind of cezve, and this is very important in order to make a good Turkish coffee. You can find it in different styles and different sizes. For example, in this one, you can make 2 up to 3 Turkish coffee. And also we're gonna need a teaspoon. This will be to measure. And remember that for the cezves, we can find many types. Especially in touristic areas, you're gonna find these ones, which are made of copper, and these ones might have some wood to protect you from the heat, but I personally prefer like these ones. These are the ones that we mostly use at home because these are more modern and they fit with our kitchen and so on. So I prefer these ones more, but I just wanted to show you this one as well. And also we're gonna need one little glass to put some water, because you're gonna need it. In case that you like sugar in your coffee, then you can use these ones or just normal sugar. And of course our Turkish coffee. And once I open it, I just love that smell. I mean, I'm a coffee lover, but this one also smells so fresh. So don't forget, this is very important, that the fresher the Turkish coffee is, the better it will taste. So you need a good quality and fresh Turkish coffee. And also, we cannot miss our Turkish coffee cups. In this case, I have this one and I have this one. This is so cute. And I will tell you where I got these ones, because probably some of you might ask me. In a little bit, I will share this information. And there are also many types of cups. Also, you can find from the most simple ones with different designs. And since in this house we are a multicultural family, Mexi-Turkish family, this last time when we went to Mexico, I found this little cup, which is the perfect size as well for Turkish coffee, and I say, why not? Let's make this one as a Turkish coffee cup, and also we can have Mexico in a Turkish coffee. And I just put it here. I just wanted to show you this, but for today I'm gonna use this one. Also, don't forget that in Turkey, when we're drinking Turkish coffee, at the same time we are also eating some lokum or Turkish Delight, or as well some little chocolates. In this time, I will be eating it with some delicious lokum. And this one is brand new. I will also share some information about it. And look how nice the package is. Finally, let's go to the beautiful part of how to prepare a Turkish coffee by a Mexican. So please don't judge me, okay? I'm still learning and I love it. Okay, first of all, it's that we need to put into the cezve, or this pot, we need to put per every little cup that we're gonna serve, we're gonna use for this the teaspoon, okay? And we're gonna put 2 per cup. So we're going to put it like that. 1, 2, and since also my husband will drink, I will put 4, 3, and then 4, okay? After that, if you like it with sugar, then we are going to use the sugar. In our case, we like it just with one little, with a bit of sugar. So I'm gonna use 1 and 2. That's 1 per cup. Also here in Turkey, when you're at a restaurant and you want some Turkish coffee, they will ask you with how much sugar do you want your coffee with. So in this case, you can ask şekersiz, which means without sugar, şekersiz, az şeker, that means with a little bit of sugar, orta şeker, medium sugar, or şekerli, that means with with more sugar. So you can use any of these three to tell your waiter or your waitress how you would love to drink your coffee. In our case, we are drinking our coffee as shaker. Secondly, we are going to pour some water, but this is very important, so you don't have to pour cold or warm water. You're gonna use it like middle heat, like just a bit warm, just to mix it up. Now here I previously heated just a bit my water, and we're going to put here into this pot that just be the size of a cup. So in this case, I'm gonna be making 2 coffees. So I will put 1 and the second one. 2, okay? And after this, you're going to mix well. Mix, 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 mix. This is the only time that you're going to mix very well your coffee, because once you put it into the stove, then you cannot mix it anymore. Well, this is a little trick or tip that my mother-in-law gave me. She is Turkish, of course, so she told me this. The perfect temperature of how you should make your Turkish coffee should be in mid heat. Okay, don't put it all the way up or all the way down. Just put it in the middle, and that will be the perfect. We are not going to bring it to a boil. So this is why Turkish coffee is so perfect, because we do not boil it. We just leave it until it gets a bit warm. And also one little tip that my mother-in-law gave me, because one special characteristic of Turkish coffee is that when you're serving it, it has a foam on top. So we do not want that foam to disappear. And she told me that as soon as it starts getting warm, we're going to take with our spoon just a little bit of that foam and put it into our cup. That way it will become foamy. Also, probably you have seen in many of the touristic areas that they are making the Turkish coffee either in sand or charcoal. Of course, here we don't have that, so we're making it in the stove, but that is the traditional way of making it, either in sand or charcoal. Now here we have a bit of that foam, so we are going to pour it into our cup. Just a bit. We will leave it there. Now that I feel that it started to boil just a bit, I'm gonna transfer it, just half of it. I will pour it, just a bit, into my cup. After that, I will wait, and I will put just a bit more here. So we're gonna pour it in 2 parts. And before it boils again, now it's ready. Now we finish pouring it. Do it slowly, slowly, so you will not lose that foam. And here it is. Oh yeah, this is perfection. This is so good. Now the second step will be putting the Turkish Delight, because without a delight or a little chocolate, then it's not better. I will choose one of this, 1 and 2. So here is our Turkish coffee made by Mexican hands. Here. If you really want to try the most delicious Turkish flavors and you're somebody who is living abroad, then I will give you the tip of where you can find these flavors and can arrive to your house from 2 to 4 days. And this is a page or a company, Turkish company, that is called Gourmeturca. Here you will find different type of items of products, from olive oils, from baklava, Turkish Delight, Turkish coffee, and many more products. So they were so nice, and they sent me all of these things, and I really want to show you as well what you can get with them. If you would like to buy any of these products, we're going to be leaving the official link of Gourmeturca in our description box and also in a pinned comment. If you buy something with my promo code, which is Betty30, you will get a great discount. So hurry up and go to their website and check all the amazing products they have. So Turkish coffee is one of the most important drinks in Turkish culture. And as you can see, it's quite easy making a Turkish coffee. Now I would love to tell you a little bit of history of this delicious drink. And this one dates back to the 16th century during the reign of Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent. That of course many of you already know because also there is a famous Turkish series about him. And there are two versions of how the Turkish coffee was introduced into the Ottoman Empire, but none of them have been proven yet. So I will tell you about both of them. And the first one is that during the 16th century, there was one Ottoman ruler in Yemen, and he was the one who discovered about this Turkish coffee, how it was made in that region. So after that, he introduced the Turkish coffee into the Ottoman Empire. The second one is also during the reign of Sultan Suleiman, and it was about two Syrian traders who were coming to Turkey, and they were the ones who spread this drink to Turkey and then also to other countries in the nearby areas. So for example, in Turkish families, when there is an engagement ceremony, usually the girl tends to prepare one Turkish coffee. But something interesting is going on here is that they also put a lot of salt and maybe some spices, and she's gonna give that coffee to the groom or to the boy. So he will try to drink it all, and it is said that if he can drink that coffee, then he will be ready to marry with her because he will be able to handle everything going on in the marriage. So as I said, this is not just a drink that Turkish people like to consume. This also represents part of their culture, and it is a big part of their important celebrations. There is also a saying that a cup of Turkish coffee lasts for 40 years. So this is how important it is for them. My Turkish coffee, it's kind of getting a bit cold, so I really want to take a sip. And really, I mean, Turkish coffee, it's something that even though you're not a coffee lover, when you come to Turkey, this is something that you must try because you will not be able to try another coffee like this one. And the texture, especially when you finish it, it has a muddy taste. So you will be able to taste that like sand, like mud, and you don't have to drink that. Also in Turkey, there is something quite interesting going on. And after we finish drinking our Turkish coffee, many people, or actually most people, I mean, there are many people who believe in this, or maybe it's part of their customs already. They can tell your future, they can guess your future from this mud, from this sandy, from the Turkish coffee leftovers. And what are they gonna do is that they are gonna put here the little plate, and then they are gonna turn it. You're gonna leave it for a few minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes here, so everything comes down. And apparently from the shapes and the drawings from that it's left over in the cup, some people, they can read the future for you. This thing is very famous here. That also they have some apps where people, Turkish people, they can just take a photo from the inside part of the cup, and they just send it, and within 2 to 3 hours they can receive their future. So this was our little introduction about the Turkish coffee and how you can easily make it at home. If you want to keep receiving more tips and recommendations about Istanbul and Turkey, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye bye.